Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andy. I'm your co-pilot. We've been given some good news from the tower. Our departure has been approved. Immediately place your tray tables in the upright position and please make sure your seat belts are fastened. Cabin crew, places for takeoff. Thank you. That was just a ridiculous excuse to use this noise. I'm not making an awful lot of sense at the moment, but you should be used to that by now. A long time ago, I made this. It is a chord chart printer. So you print out a blank chord chart, and then you can. Oh, I don't know what kind of chord that one is. Anyway, you can then make whatever kind of chord you want. Now, there is absolutely no reason whatsoever to have a chord diagram making the sound of the chord, but I'm not going to let that stop me. There's a guy called Brendan who's built a really good online chord generator. So if you want one, there's a link to it somewhere down there. My chord generator makes the sound of the note. Now, at the moment, I am struggling with making it play the whole chord smoothly. It works, but the JavaScript that plays the audio files isn't quick enough to make them play all at the same time and all smoothly and in synchrony. But let me take you back to that. Those notes were generated by a computer program. They are WAV files, W-A-V files, and there are 40 of them, and they go all the way from an open low E string all the way up to that's an octave up the high E string. That's 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 4 frets above the 12th fret. I made the sound decay with each cycle of the sine wave, and it sounds exactly like the that you hear on an aeroplane. You don't have to watch anymore, it's going to get geeky. So tune out now if you're not interested in all of the mathematics of a WAV file. So those WAV files are 16-bit bit depth stereo. So each sample, each 44,100th of a second is represented by 4 bytes. So here's just one of the samples. These 2 bytes are the left channel, and these 2 bytes are the right channel. I've written them down in hexadecimal form. I'm not going to explain what that means. You can go and Google that if you want. And these bytes are 16-bit unsigned little endian. I mean, seriously, this is geeky. Little endian means that the first byte that you come to is actually the less significant byte. It's back to front compared to the way we would normally understand decimal numbers. You know, 243 is 2 hundredths, then 4 tenths, then 3 units. This is the other way around. For these 2 examples, that translates into 23,946, and that translates into 39,410. I've drawn a sine wave here. Each point on each sample point represents 144,100th of a second. It starts at very close to 0. It goes up to a peak at a bit less than 32,000, then back down to 0. That's how it represents positive numbers. But for negative numbers, the minute you're wanting to represent the sine wave on the negative side, the number suddenly becomes extremely positive. And this is because numbers in this little endian form use a system called 2's complement. So why do you care? Well, you probably don't, and you certainly don't need to. Why do I care? Because I need to do some stuff with the maths in order to make those WAV files. What I'm actually hoping to be able to do is to take 2 different WAV files, a blue one and a red one, and average them out, join them together. So here's the challenge. I've taken a point here. One WAV file has a value of 23,946 at that point, and the other one has a value of 39,410 at that point. If you average those out, you get 31,678, which is the wrong value. What we want is something that's going to be a number about there, which is, I don't know, 62,943, or about there, which is 12-ish. You know, the maths is complicated, but I think I'm on the verge of solving it. And when I do, I should be able to take these 6 WAV files and merge them together to create a new one, which is the whole chord. Now, I forgive you for saying, Andy, this is a stupid, mind-bending, pointless challenge. Nobody's going to need to be able to do this. However, it's not going to stop me. When I've got this chord diagram cracked, I want to make an online alternative to the rhythm editor.